Don't use Hurts not being in as an excuse. Don't use Hurts not being in as an excuse. Don't use Hurts being not in as an excuse.
I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome.
Merry Christmas. I'm going to keep this one short because it is Christmas and I am uploading this on Christmas. Because the game was yesterday on Christmas Eve and I did not upload it because it was Christmas Eve and I was sorrowing in my sadness over how the Cowboys won. We were this close. In this video, I'm not going to use Hurts not being in as an excuse like the Cowboys did or like Cowboys fans did last time we beat them earlier this season. 26 to whatever, I think it was, excuse me, 26-17 or something like that. Excuse me. Okay, got the hiccups, I've been talking too fast. But I'm not going to use Jalen Hurts not being in as an excuse, even though I believe that if Jalen Hurts was in, I do believe that he would have made a few more plays to actually win the game and less turnovers. Now, I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is not turnover prone here and there, i.e. the Washington game, i.e. the Bears game. There's a couple games where he had a fumble and an interception here and there. But I'm not going to use Jalen Hurts not being in as an excuse like the Cowboys did, like I already stated. But I think we held our own. Gardner Minshew did a really good job, minus the 2.5 turnovers. I say 2.5 turnovers because he had the 2 interceptions. And I think that the fumble was half his fault, half Boston Scott's fault, because Boston Scott didn't secure the ball fast enough, and I do think that Minshew did not give a good handoff, causing the fumble. And I was really surprised. Oh, no? Okay. I was really surprised of how, sorry for the rude angle, I did not set that up correctly, but I'm holding it on 2 wires right now. I'll probably, hold on, let me just take a picture real quick to show you guys exactly what kind of setup I got there. And then I'll put that like on the left side or whatever, like the good old days. If you guys are old disgruntled fans, you know what I mean by putting the picture in the top left. If you're not old disgruntled fans, then go back to in this playlist and go all the way to the disgruntled Eagles fan playlist all the way to the bottom. But this is not what the video is about. This video is about how the Eagles almost beat the Cowboys with a backup quarterback, and I think we did a lot better performance with a backup quarterback being his first start of the season, being that he's rarely started in the last 2 years, and being that he's not coming off of a 5-0 win streak. And I think we did a really good matchup against the Cowboys showing that, and we were able to conduct a few drives down the field to score a couple touchdowns and get a couple field goals. Now, granted, one of the touchdowns did come off of a pick 6, but it is part of the game, and turnovers lead to points, i.e. 4 turnovers for us led to 20 points for the Cowboys. This just shows, I think, a bigger dismantlement of our defense than anything, because our defense played terribly. I think they had one pick 6, which was really good to start off the game. But other than that, the Cowboys had their way. We did not have an answer to CeeDee Lamb. I think he had like 9 or 10 receptions, over 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. He probably had a lot more than that. Yeah, the defense could not find a way to stop him, and we could not find a way to get off the field, even when it came against a 3rd and 30, and Dak Prescott bombed it to T.Y. Hilton, his first catch as a Cowboys, and T.Y. Hilton is now public enemy #1, and he's going to be the most hated Cowboy right now in this very moment. But yeah, we just couldn't stop Zeke in the red zone, and there's just many things that we couldn't stop. I mean, I honestly think that if we stopped them on that 3rd and 30, I think we would be able to at least get 3 points, kind of seal the deal. And I know we had a turnover, we had 2 turnovers after that 3rd and 30, in which gave the Cowboys the ball back. But I think if we stopped the the Cowboys at the 3rd down and 30, I believe that we would have generally won that game yesterday, because I think that we would have enough momentum our way to go down the field, get a touchdown, get a field goal, because we did get a touchdown to Devontae Smith on the previous drive. That was an immaculate drive. Miles Sanders needs to control the ball. He has had 2 fumbles in the last 2 games, in which he had not had a fumble all this year leading up to the Bears game. So he needs to learn ball control. Devontae Smith had a monster game. He had 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards, 8 receptions. I think he's over 1,000 yards now, which is really good. Last thing I'll say about Minshew, he did play really good. He did miss a couple of throws, but he was throwing on the dot, and without those turnovers, we would have won the game. And yeah, if you turn the ball over in this league, you're going to lose game, especially 4 turnovers in this game. And I still think that we made it relatively close. We were leading for most of the time. The only time that the Cowboys led in this game was 14-10, and then 40-34 at the end of the game. But we were leading the entire game. I don't know. Minshew played good for under the circumstances. Like, what a game to be thrown into. One of the biggest rivals in the NFL, playing playing in Dallas, fighting for a number one or first overall bye, number one seed. There's so many other things on the line. And out of that, he's got 355 yards, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. And yeah, I still think he played really good, all circumstances provided. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Dallas sucks. Fuck you, Dallas. That's all I'm going to say. And Merry Christmas on that sad note of Cowboys winning. Too bad that we didn't get an early Christmas present. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't use Hurts not being in as an excuse. Use Hurts as an excuse. Don't use Hurts not being in as an excuse. Okay, I'm gonna need to